Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. So recently we spoke about the possibility of the Heart of Darkness, the location of which Torrox the Brass Bull in the Silence and the Fury will need to go to complete his ritual, being a Beastmen Herdstone. This was attributed to the fact that there is something there known as the Heart of the Dark, which was quite similar. However, it turns out that I was quite wrong here. This was pointed out on my Discord by a subscriber who actually found out that there is a Heart of Darkness in the Lizardmen army book for the 5th edition. So thank you so much to Fatir for pointing this out, because there is a lot to discuss here. Interestingly enough, this was also the book that I did not own, so yeah, I guess that's why I couldn't find it. Before anything, let's read over the lore of the Heart of Darkness, as there's a lot of interesting stuff. When large numbers of warriors deserted Lost Ericsson's settlement at Skeggi because they were impatient to go and find gold, they left their wives behind. When they did not return, these and many other Norse maidens who had come to Skeggi hoping to find a brave and wealthy warrior as a husband were bitterly disappointed. Furthermore, the number of warriors defending Skeggi was badly depleted. These resolute Norse women became Valkyries, by which name the dreaded Norse women warriors are known. Unfortunately, women warriors are not accepted by Norse warrior society, which holds that axe-wielding in battle is a man's work and not for women. After helping to beat off the foe, the Norse women warriors were in no mood to put away their weapons and go back to weaving breeches for the menfolk. The Valkyries were forced to leave Skeggi. They were given a longship and sailed far along the coast, up to the estuary of a great river. The Valkyries finally settled in a swampy island in the middle of the river, surrounded on all sides by impenetrable jungle. The island contained the deserted ruins of Lizardmen temples, and this place became the Valkyries' stronghold. Many years later, these same warriors were encountered by elf and dwarf adventurers who had sailed up the river and attacked the settlement, thinking it to be a Lizardmen city. They were beaten off and fled, bringing back tales of strange warrior women worshipping Lizardmen gods. They called them the Amazons, after the name of the river. The island they called Heart of Darkness, because of the denseness of the surrounding jungle. Needless to say, the Amazons now bear scant resemblance to proper Norse Valkyries, having adopted the trappings of the Lizardmen culture which they found in the ruins. Furthermore, the fact that they are still there and their numbers have never been replenished, and are likely never to be, lends credibility to the rumor that they have discovered a strange tropical drug, which gives them everlasting youth and longevity. This rumor alone has attracted many would-be raiders to their stronghold, for such a potion would be more valuable than gold. The Amazons have never taken sides with the Lizardmen, nor have the Lizardmen ever sought their help. They remain invaders as far as the Lizardmen are concerned. The Amazons therefore are alone and never fight for anyone except themselves. So we've learnt a few things here. First off, the Heart of Darkness is situated in Lustria, which in all honesty kinda worries me a little bit, because that means that the DLC will be focused around Lustria too. Oh hail the Lustria Ball. Apparently we can't even get away from it, even if it's the last DLC. We're gonna have to wait and see how this does come into play though, as it's likely this could be centered around Lustria in the Vortex map, but then the lords themselves can be in other locations in the Mortal Empires, or at least I very much hope so. Also, it would seem that the Amazons are the people who actually live in the Heart of Darkness, so does that mean that we might see some Amazons? I hypothesized this earlier on in a video about possible units for the Lizardmen in this coming DLC, and yes, while the lore does state that they aren't really too close to each other, it's important to note that lore has changed over the years. In fact, it is actually well known that the Slann Mage Priests do accept the Amazons as a part of the natural order of things, and obviously with the Amazons worshipping the ancient gods of the Lizardmen, there is a reason for them to be allied at least once every now and then. It would be very strange if we ended up going to the Heart of Darkness and saw no Amazons whatsoever, of course, and it would make sense for some Amazons to be available for the Lizardmen roster, as, well, let's be honest, the Amazons themselves didn't really have too much lore to justify a race pack. So having them mixed up with the Lizardmen with maybe maybe just a few units here and there makes perfect sense. It's also known that a few surprises were planned out for this DLC, so what would be more surprising than Amazon units being available for the Lizardmen? Of course, this is all pure theory crafting, however, everything seems to line up quite well. As far as we're all aware, we're going back to Lustria. Not only that, but we're going to what is considered the capital of the Amazons themselves, and if this is the case, well, story-wise it could work like this. Obviously, Taurox the Brass Bull is going to that location to enact a ritual. He'll have to go on some sort of path of destruction making his way over there, which would make the Amazons quite alert about the situation, wouldn't it? Oxyotl will obviously want to fight against Taurox, and despite some lizard men not thinking too highly of the Amazons, likely this is the best time for them to ally up, as of course they have a common enemy, so alliances are easily made through these types of situations. Like I said, it would be extremely disappointing if we ended up going to the capital of the Amazons and no Amazons were there. In fact, a full army list isn't really needed. 1 or 2 units is perfectly fine, as really it's just a bit of flavor and it canonizes the faction a bit more. I hope the assumption is correct, as of course this is the last chance we likely have to get any Amazon units. Soon we'll be moving on to the far east of the world and there are no Amazons in those locations. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think the Amazons have some sort of chance to be included in the Total War series? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.